I'm going to ask Dr. Masgutova to introduce some of the key people here that will have been involved in both the MyMNRI app and the MyMNRI NeuroMusic.
More people will join us here in live communication and on our line communication. We have some key people that gave us idea and also created the MNRI program. It is MyMNRI. And this is Mr. Damian Mazurek. So he is director of the whole preparation project, and I hope future active work as for MyMNRI. He is one of the most brilliant AT people, I would say, internationally, and he is one of those best individuals as a human with all his human resources, with ideas and very warm heart and great responsibility. Thank you very much. And here's another even more, I would say, earlier friend for MNRI, Mr. David Kozel. He is former international manager for worldwide champions, specifically European. And we're very thankful for him for coming, for making invitation, and at the same time we made invitation at the same time in the same place with the same intention. Let's do something important for this planet. So this was his idea prior to all other thoughts and projects, to create MyMNRI app, and next to create bigger map within that, including our 5 main programs. David's family is long-term user of the MNRI at family conferences, at courses. Some of his children were born actually after the birth and post-birth reflexes integration. Maybe you remember, David, that after that you were giving some genius children to the world. And today they are showing multi-genius level in different things. We have also Claudia, Miss Claudia. This is, I don't know how to say, left and right hand of Damian in the work on technical aspect and also creative work for the app itself. And this is their idea to go with presentation today. So there would be more people. One of those that I want to tell about is Elizabeth Torjohn, the provost of the Masgutova Graduate School. And there will be several people that will participate in the future realization of this program. 5 levels of MNRI program, plus additionally novelty. This is NeuroMusic. And here we have the composer Tomasz Gumela and his collaborator partner and wife, Doctor of Music Sciences, Agata Gumela. So they are first people that responded to our long-term project for years and years. We wanted to create specific music, and it is not just about resonation of the acoustic effects, so to say, of the music that can impact our, let's say, excitation, inhibition, and also our emotions. We wanted to create something that will be multi-level, really neurodevelopmental oriented than just like effective thing, something. We were looking how to make music developmental and to connect it with tactile therapy, neurostructural therapy, and some other modalities or modules of MNRI. So we have many interesting results that we have already. We will share step by step by that. Our main goal today for today's meeting, this is actually to come with application. The whole idea with bigger group, I didn't tell all the names. Maybe I will tell also the name of Pavel Lishchinsky. He is the educational manager of the Polish MNRI Institute. Some more organizers with today, the goal is just like to present how we can start the work with this application. What is specific of this work? Our idea, David's idea basically, was that we want integrity with our specialist therapists. We want to raise their image, their professional abilities and skills. And when our professionals work with families and they say, this is the book ready, how you will understand, these are my pictures, or this is the material that we can much as like reproduce and so on. David was coming with idea. Let's show short videos of different techniques, of almost all techniques that are available for parents, knowledge for parents' time. We will put them into our app, and then they will have this possibility to look at the technique and reproduce, especially for those families that are suffering, whose children, adults are suffering from brain damage, possibly autism, genetic disorders, learning disabilities, emotional disturbance, different other. So when it is about distance, we understand that we as professionals are not available, but still we are there. And I think COVID time taught us well enough how we can use our tools on video online and reach good results. So following all that, we made a decision, okay, we will bring our specialists, we will teach them how to use application in order for them next to govern the process of children, adults, that parents and families are bringing. So we wanted them to be involved in the whole development of the MNRI as a system in the world, as a method to be productive when we are bringing help and development, positive changes. And at the same time, from financial aspect, we want to be so open, clear, transparent. We want our professionals also to earn during their work, during their time. And at the same time, families must benefit with regularity, feeling safe, taken care, maybe also with, let's say, prevention approach and also corrective approach. So this is why we thought if you professionals in your place will know app very well and explore it, next you will be the best on services. So this is the idea of today's meeting. And if plan A will not work, then we will go with plan B. We will go directly to the parents of the whole planet, guys. Okay? So we have strength. We have 80 people that understand how to work and how to start all this process since very high professional level. So this is our invitation, integrity, and we are jumping to next level of the MNRI. So first, this is 5 main modules that we are working at our conferences and you individually at your personal practices. Second, it is neuromusic, and we are going further with developing of the program for archetype movements, for patterning, for each reflects individually what must be help for the brainwave spectrum. And the third, it is also registration of all data, vitals, neurophysiological markers through the sensors, such as like aura. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming.
So thank you so much, Dr. Masgutova, for the introductions and the background and vision for the future. We're going to go ahead and actually, I am not going to talk very much. Now, while we did just hear from Dr. Masgutova, what you will find on the website is this great video. So we're going to go ahead and let that play for just a moment.
Reflexes are amazing keys for solution of many challenges, issues, problems, and at the same time to build well-being. Dear parents, dear professionals, we invite you to our application on how to use the reflexes, simple exercises that will give you a lot of discovery about amazing nature of neurodevelopment in your children or adults in need, and also to optimize your potential that you have to show and share your talents and your genius.
And so that's a little bit, in my opinion, of the quality of the videos that you will also see within the app. The main reason we invited you here was to actually get to learn more about the app and how it works. And so I am going to stop talking and I'm going to hand it over to the technical mastermind behind the app, Damien, and ask that he shares some information with you. Damien.
Thank you. Okay, so it's a real pleasure to meet you all, and because this is my first time in this community. So, as Dr. Svetlana mentioned before, we want to help you to address some kind of the gap. Because normally when you are working with your patient, you have limited time. And limited attention. And then, as we know, the patients need work on themselves using the techniques that they learned on the specific sessions. And the problem is that the total time that you are able to work with a patient, it's about 1 hour, maybe 2 hours per week. And there is a lot of time that is unaddressed. And we want to build a set of the tools using the technology and the advancement in the technology that will allow you to be present in their daily life, that will allow you to prepare them for their work, and that will allow you to be more informed and be able to help them in the very new way. And this is something that our app is built for. So we want to use the mobile precision, and we want to use this specific, let's call it mobile computers that everyone right now has, the phones, as a tool for a better health, as a tool that will allow the users to be better and to be able to use this amazing method in every day. And this is the idea that was created by Dr. Svetlana, David, and me and Claudia, that we can create a mobile app that we called MyMNRI that will transform the way therapeutic presence works. So this is like the beginning of the huge transformation that is approaching, because at the beginning we are aiming for the knowledge sharing and the ability to show our patients, the people that we work with, how to properly use specific techniques, how to increase the knowledge retention that they have after the specific sessions, and to help them with their daily work. But this is only, as Dr. Svetlana mentioned, the first step, because we are working on the more advanced technology that will allow us or you to gather more information about the health status of your patients, about basic biomarkers, and thanks to this, help them more, help them better. To do this, we created the application where at this moment, every one of you can register and log in and can create a very, let's call it, detailed programs based on the techniques that were pre-recorded for your patients. So now everyone, after the specific, let's call it, session with you, can have the dedicated list of specific practices with the checklist, with the reminders, and with the detailed videos from many angles, and with specific descriptions that will allow them to do the specific technique properly. So here we want to create this, let's call it, approach that we want to increase the precision of the daily work and create the external source of knowledge for the patient, so they do not need only rely on their memories, and let's call it printed materials, because as we all know, one video can say more than 1,000 pictures, and this is what we want to do it here. So we want to build some native experience for both iOS and Android users that will help them to understand, to remember, and to do correct techniques. And this is something very important because we created or we try to digitalize the whole base of the techniques that are used in the MNRI method, and not only create the digital videos of it, but also we try to focus on the specific details that you will be able to observe in the app and show the specific exercise, the specific, let's call it technique, from multi angles. And everything, of course, was directed by Dr. Svetlana Masgutova to give you the highest quality materials as we can, and give you the ability to share it with your patients.
We need to say that first, that we have like 800 or 900 videos, yeah?
Yes.
It's huge.
It was a lot of work and a lot of recording. We hired a special called recording studio, and we worked very, let's call it, hard on it. But yeah, we recorded more than 800 videos with the specific techniques. And the main beauty of it is that you can build a specific plans based on these videos, based on this material. So you can adjust it and customize it for a specific patient and for a specific plans that you create for them.
And this is in the hands of our specialists, will be in hands of specialists.
Mhm.
Your possibilities, people, we're our specialists specifically, to go and explain the techniques
Mhm.
and recheck again with parents whether they do this correct or not. So you can do this during your session
Mhm.
or online. There are different multiple ways, actually, possibilities to use this information. With video information,
Mhm.
and also it is presented as text in text format.
Mhm.
And I will just add beyond that, we want to make this it is international program. We want to make it MNRI home for specialists and also for parents, where we want to share protocols, because there are questions.
Mhm.
What to do, for example, if my child immediately after tantrum, or after epilepsy, or what to do for bedwetting. Different, these type of questions. Or my child is choking, and how I can prevent this. My child is not going immediately after birth, let's say for newborn, is not latching easily. There are many questions. So these protocols would be presented, also protocols according to the diagnosis, main or secondary diagnosis, that will be just presented in that place. It will be MRI home place. Yeah.
This is our main goal, as Dr. Svetlana mentioned. So we want to increase the accuracy of the specific techniques that are done by the parents, by the, let's call it, your patients. Because normally we lost a lot of the information about the details, about the specific techniques. So mainly there is like, let's call it retention loss on the level of the 30% after the specific session. And in the period of the 2 or 3 weeks, this retention can increase even to 80% of the information. And this is normal because we humans do not, let's call it, remember everything correctly. We need a time to consolidate our memory, and we need the repetition. And we need the repetition to fully emerge the information, to understand them, and to create the specific thoughts patterns. And this is why the application was created, to help you to create one source of truth that will always show the best quality techniques that they can use by themselves. What is important is that it's not only increasing the, let's call it, learning curve for the specific techniques, it's not only helping the patient, it is something that gives you a level of the insights and the ability to monitor and track daily practices, to analyze performance data from your patient, and to adjust and refine treatment plans throughout the cooperation with your patients. And this is something that is also possible here. So every therapist has its own administration portal where you can manage your patients, the plans of the specific exercises for them, and also see what is their daily practice. If they are doing the specific, let's call it, exercises or techniques, if they are doing it regularly. And thanks to this, the overall performance of the therapy will definitely increase, because now there is like the connection between the therapist and the patient, and also the obligation to do the specific techniques, to do them well, and to do it in specific time. And this is something that we want to change thanks to this, let's call it, application, to create this transformation from bystander to the partner, to give the confidence that the parents, for example, can help their child, and they know how to do it, they know when to do it, and even if they forget something, then can always get back to the application, check the videos, check it from the different angles, check the descriptions, and create the knowledge that they need to help their kids. But this is only like one part, because as Dr. Svetlana and David also spoke before, we want to move forward. So to do this, we are also experimenting with something that we called the neuromusic, the new approach where we try to use music which can help people not only, let's call it, to relax, but experience or be able to enhance the therapeutic process during the specific manual work with the kid, with the child. And this, let's call it, neuromusic for our therapist is one of the innovation and the game changers that we want to present here. It is created by Dr. PhD Tomasz, who was mentioned before, who specialized in this kind of creation of the specific, let's call it, tones, specific amplitudes and frequency of the music to boost the neural processes and synchronize our, let's call it, brain waves to help the patient to make them in the specific state of their nervous system. But I think that Dr. Svetlana can tell more about it and the benefits of it, because I'm not a neuroscientist. I am an IT guy.
Yeah, you're the scientist of the brain of machines. So neuromusic, Dr. Thomas actually calls this neurosymphony. So the whole idea actually is to keep the natural frequency of the brain function in between different brainwave spectrums, from alpha to theta delta, which is slow frequency brainwaves, and from alpha to beta and gamma, which is high frequency. When we see children, for example, with reactivity, with reactive hyperactive disorder, let's say ADHD, when we see this in behavior, in their movements, in action, or ADD, when all this chaos is going on inside of the cognitive and emotional processes, let's say, or let's say child with autism, with their tendency to jump if they are in brain state of theta, they are just like jumping over the alpha, and it is very important transition in order to go next to the beta, but they do not go to normal beta. They are jumping to beta, let's say, past beta 2 or even 3. And then we have this effect of impulses that child, teenager, adult cannot just cope, and they are bursting out. This can be with any emotion. So that way we understand that child cannot control. And it is not about child. This cortex cannot control actually this regulation. And in this kind of cases, when we on a verbal level, on instruction level, tell them, come down, stop, don't do this, it is easy for us to say, but they are not controlled because extrapyramidal nervous system is immature. What we wanted to lead it like to the, let's say, theory, whether it is exact, whether or not it is another thing, within the waves spectrum from 300 over 70 and 444, 440, 41 already is enough to go, so to say, to this kind of range. This is natural resonation in order to be in tune for all levels of the brain and basically for subcortical structures and extrapyramidal nervous system. We wanted to show the brain these transition moments from alpha to theta, from theta to delta, and then how to come to alpha, from alpha to normal beta. This was the goal, just like how to keep brain dynamic at the same time, not just like to put brain into sedation. This is not our goal. Our goal to go with the subcortical structures to feed it by low volume, specifically if it is computer switched on for music, then it is 5 marks or 6, let's say. And then we want this music to switch on the first, like calming down, regulation of excitation and inhibition. Then next, let's go with transitional effect. You felt this inner peace. Next, let's go further, deeper. And then we're going this way, just like going through different brainwave spectrum. This is our intention. So, and this can be a music that could be used by itself. We are using with double effect. We are touching at that moment. And we want now to affect our specialists with inner peace and also allows themselves with this inner peace to show the example nerve system for nerve system. Nerve system must learn and automate, make it automatic. Then we are not struggling with too much of stress. Instead, nerve system knows how to protect itself the best way, harmonious way, the way that damage will not happen. The biggest damage that is happening during our interaction, this is stress on any level, different level, including injury, genetic disorder, or we are talking about emotional or cognitive stress. So any stress. It can be post-trauma because of natural disaster. So what we want, the stress not to damage our nerve system. Again, it is easy to say, but still it is also possible to do. If we do specific oriented, measured stimulation, giving measured stimulation to feed the subcortical structures of the brain, our nerve system will start going automatically to this regulated level. This is the goal. So we made now pilot research guides in, I would say 5 countries, but precisely in 3 countries now. Yeah, we had over, let's say 100, something like 300 or 500 children already, and teenagers and adults, and specialists themselves, just like Don't do anything to sedate our brain. I need to work 6 hours, for example, yeah, for
Mhm.
specialists. Like, okay, you will keep your resources.
Mhm.
So step by step, we were correcting some pieces of music, also considering psychology of reception and perception. We can keep our focus 15 minutes. And then
Mhm.
how we can prolong it in between 15 to 20 in order to make this easy transition. This is why we looked at different aspects. Research was on level of the questionnaires, but also Dr. Thomas was showing us the images, the videos. I mean, it is simultaneous. He's playing and how all these waves are organized from perspective of acoustic analysis. So the neuroregulatory acoustic effect was shown by him, and it was impressively really to see. We did this in Asia specifically. So this research shows that our children love it. So
Right.
here at this conference, we already started using for several individual children.
Let's ask Joseph. Joseph, what do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh,
Yeah.
for you.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Okay, thumbs up or down?
Up.
Sure. Yay. I will help you. I will help you. Yay, look, our thumb is there. Up, it will up. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So they did provide us a short video introducing the music, and so I thought I would just take a moment and play that from their perspective. If I can get over there, there we go.
Oh, interesting.
Hello, my name is Agata Gumiela. I am a PhD in arts, and I am very happy to be a part of neuromusic creation for MNRI. This is a specially designed auditory support system created to complement MNRI neurotactile and reflex integration therapy. It is not entertainment music nor relaxation music. It is a neuroregulatory sound environment that supports the infant's, child's, or adult's nervous system while hands-on tactile and reflex work is being performed. The nervous system can heal now through touch connected with the music. It heals through timed sensory input that signals tactile trust, safety, body auditory rhythm, and bonding connection. MNRI NeuroMusic is designed to act as a neural holding field, a safe auditory background that allows the brain to relax, reorganize, and remain present during therapeutic touch. The neuromusic uses slow, steady pulse, gentle low-frequency waves, warm, non-sharp tones, and soft dynamic changes. The music is played very quietly at low volume, as if it is coming from far away. This protects sensitive nervous system and allows the subcortical brain to receive it without threat or overstimulation. The goal is not to force the brain into sleep or deep trance. The goal is to support calm, curiosity, emotional safety, and stable alertness, so the child or adult can remain rested and energized, not floppy or sedated. The nervous system learns safety through predictability. It learns flexibility through gentle variation. Therefore, neuromusic uses a long 50-minute anchor sound fields that supports the entire tactile session, plus shorter sound modules that can be inserted when a child becomes restless, sleepy, emotionally flat, or overstimulated. Neuromusic supports brainstem safety, vagal calming, basal ganglia rhythm and organization, emotional regulation, attention stability, reduces defensive reflex activation, and children often calm more quickly, tolerate touch better, stay engaged, and leave the session feeling refreshed rather than exhausted. Let me now introduce the main creator and composer of whole music content in MyMNRI NeuroMusic, Tomasz Gumiela.
Hello, my name is Tomasz Gumiela. I'm a pianist, doctor of arts, composer, sound designer, vocal coach, and music producer. I'm very happy to become a creator of music for MNRI therapy. As it was said before, music can deepen therapeutic effects, support relaxation or concentration, guide movement through rhythm and create synergy. That is why I create music with a wide range of applications. It speaks in many musical languages: archetypal, classical, jazz, colorful sound textures, and natural sounds of nature. I combine these elements based on the therapeutic needs of each patient. From basic note and wave I create melody, rhythm, harmony, and I choose instruments, solo, in groups, or a full symphonic orchestra. One the instrument I use, I can create everything, change, modulate, and add sound effects. I hope that through this work everyone will be able to benefit from the healing power of music and consciously support their mental well-being. Thank you.
Thank you.
They unfortunately weren't able to be here live to actually speak to you, so they recorded that lovely explanation and introduction of themselves because they are performing somewhere and weren't able to join us this evening. So I hope that you have a good understanding of the app. What I will do is follow up with this recording as well as a link to the tutorial that shows you the app and how to get it set up, how to use it, how to use it with your clients as well. But we just want to thank you all for being here with us today, for your interest in the app, the MyMNRI application and the MyMNRI music. I'm going to put that link, that QR code back up. And so if you want to scan this QR code, it will take you directly to.
I will tell just one sentence about future, specifically of the neuromusic. We are planning to research it. It will be IRB approved research in the United States. And we already studied, doing some things, ideas, how it will go on. And here we have Dr. Leah Light, audiologist. So she already got some pieces, and we plan to meet, and hopefully further audiologists will help us, also acoustic specialists and brain mapping specialists, to study for our children, adults that are getting the sessions and neuromusic. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Who is the key individuals that created all this program? Deep thank you very much. Let's stay in the whole time in communication, and we go further on. We want successful launching of the app, MyMNRI app, and we have ideas already how we further are going to develop this for reflux screening, professional reflux screening, I would say, and many other abilities, possibilities that MNRI gives to the world in order to save lives and development. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.